And here we go, game number 1 between Theodosios and Reakly.
We shall hold reinforcements.
Yes, it's always part of the announcement. You can either watch on YouTube or on Twitch. Both are running simultaneously. Here we go. We have Theo as deck, opening with double Panzer Pioneer and the bike. On the other side, we have Mr. Reakly opening with double Royal Engineer and going straight for heavy armor. Meanwhile, Theo picked immediately Panzerjäger command.
Deployed.
Will be definitely be interesting. It's twin B. It's interesting. Who will win Hillside? I think with the Werbach matchup there, it's pretty much figured out. But with deck, it feels like not that much. Cause deck was so long not a bad faction that was played in 1v1s, especially in tournaments, that certain maps are less figured out, at least in my opinion. Theo's doing that was Ozzy talked about earlier during the Neckau NAP game, going double Panzer Pioneer and then into Palm Grenadiers, probably for the mines, or rather Sweeper and Flamethrower or GRB combination. Bike and Pio are running towards Hill. And Hill will, I assume, yeah, we're going to Theodosios' hand. It looks like Reakly's not really interested into capping it. And first mine is coming down. But I think you should have put it over here, Mr. Reakly. Because pathing-wise, I think the bike would hit the mine over here, not here, due to like how pathing would work. Right? Like this? If he clicks? Not sure, but nonetheless a good mine. First early mine. First 30 ammo went into a mine.
Victory point. Victory point under enemy control.
I hope they didn't hit something.
What does GL mean? No, NAP.
Panzer Grenadiers have been mustered.
It's not the bike. Is it? No, it's also not Panzer Pioneer. I'm stupid, but that's okay. Third infantry section is on the way. And it looks like Theo was expecting that Reakly will rush it. Meanwhile, Reakly expected Theo will rush it, so nobody went for it. Ah, a grenade launcher.
We hear you.
Like I said, I'm stupid. That I can't figure it out there, Kappa. But I think this will be a decent engagement for Theo. He has CA, he has no veterancy one on the bike. Royal Engineers can't really get a decent engagement because the target fire switch will just annihilate them. Reakly has to go home there. Bike will know should not drive back too much, so he's he lost CA. I think he could have repaired over here to keep CA buff. But now he will just brute force his way in.
Territory sectors are isolated.
One Palm Grenadier has to retreat.
What do you need?
Jesus, that's so risky. We have an Assault Grenadier in the queue now. I swear if... No, Theo is not losing squad. Now he could have retreated. Ah, come on. That was so much HP damage for nothing. That...
Enemy encroaching on us.
Assault Grenadiers are reporting in.
Bike now though with veterancy 1 will do so much damage. Mine got swept the old school way by the Panzer Pioneers. We have heal on the way, that's interesting. I think the heal tech from Theo is a mistake, because he could have not queued already half track, but he could prepared for it and then just cope till he gets the 250 called in.
Being taken from us.
Everyone loves Forward Ranger.
2.5
It's the best Brit scan.
Utility truck has arrived.
But it's the story for Theo. He's such a defensive player that I should not be surprised by this tag. He's not in for the high aggressive plays. I think that makes this matchup between Fear and Reakly even more interesting. Because this matchup between super aggressive against defensive players is the most interesting one. Who can make the other player break faster? Basically a run against the clock there. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Awaits deployment. Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Theo sitting a little bit in the middle, not really taking engagements, and map control really in the favor of Reakly. 33 fuel per minute. Flamer has to go home.
Starting requisition of light support elements.
We have a Flamer,
Territory lost.
so no GRB, I guess. This Palm has to retreat, but support is coming around. Humber will hit really hard, but Theo has the resources in the bank for the call-in. And I think he's waiting. It's the 7-minute mark, still no call-in.
Command points are available for use.
Assault Grenadiers now will push slowly on the 10-pointer. Glorious, I love that. If you use the stun grenade right before the retreat, your squads retreat super slowly.
Panzerjäger reporting in.
Panzerjäger now out, and we have mechanized on the way. So no half track, no quad. Will it be 8-rod then? Stokes? Look, everyone else would have driven in to kill the Humber, but not Theo. He sits there, takes a bit of damage, but is not risking anything. Really defensive, really methodical. Bike veteran C1 not proccing, or is he targeting the Humber? Even though I would have appreciated a more aggressive push over here, he would have gotten the window of opportunity to get the wipe there, I think.
Our territory is in enemy hands.
80 gun on the way from Reakly. Theo has some resources in the bank. He could afford an 8-rod.
We are losing grasp of a victory point.
8-rod, I don't know.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Obviously 8-rod is not that bad. Yeah, I think AT gun is the safe bet to do. Don't get me wrong. But prematurely, AT gun always feels a little bit weird. Nice mine, getting a lot of damage in.
Forces have taken our territory.
Here we go, 8 runners on the way, so AT gun would have something to do. AT gun opens up against Bike. Bike will not die because bike never dies. In the meantime, Beach is under full deck control, Brit control. Theo's under a lot of pressure.
Schwerer Panzer. Territory isolated.
Well,
All
Armand.
resources are stranded.
Sadly, you can play other gaming communities where we have set up Autobots so strictly because they can't behave. But don't worry, maybe Autobot hates you, but I love you. And it's the love from a real person, not more, or not more worth it than the love of a AI tool. If the Autobot is technically not an AI.
We're losing grasp of a munitions point.
We have Dan counter upgrade really early on. Interesting choice. Here we go. Look at the damage! The Cabo Ambush brothers to the rescue.
Territory is now in enemy hands.
The Shrek upgrade on the Panzerjägers is amazing.
Are being requested for our vehicles.
Adra tried to, but Theo is not the type of player who goes all in. VP's getting decapped.
Proximity alarm near our munitions
Some good old
point.
minesweeping with the Adra shooting at it. Did he says he has no sweeper, right? So he saw it probably being planted.
Commandant, we have
Some
command
I think this red smoke was not good.
The territory sector has been
Humber
claimed by
got
the enemy.
refitted. And we have a Crusader on the way. A Crusader will be a pickle. Bike hits a mine, but Bike never dies. We have smoke unlocked, so just enough HP to survive. Second aid right on the way. Oh boy, I think Theo will have a rude awakening.
That'll get you back into the race.
He has one Shrek though, so it's something.
Start filling those
A capture point is being taken from us.
Orders completed. Ready for more.
Nice usage of the Shrekjäger there, keeping it close to the Adrad.
Our track support is ready to deploy.
Second Crusader right away in the
Capture point
queue.
is being neutralized by the enemy.
See the strength of refit.
Supply lines are cut. Territory is isolated.
Second Adrad is on
We're
the
losing
field.
grasp of a capture point.
I'm hit.
Territory overrun.
Push up.
AT gun out of position, he can push it to death. Crusader
Territory
can't really
lost.
come in. Shrek is zoning it out. Stealing the AT gun would be huge. Maybe he can even kill the Royal Engineer there. Maybe he has to decide to go for either one of those. Second Crusader's coming in. Royal Engineer will bite the dust. Here we go. Drops the Flamer. Snare off. Second Flamer gets picked up. AT gun gets stolen. Are we seeing a total collapse there? AT gun gets the crit again. Shrek is chasing. Gets the shot in. Both Adrads survive. Engine damage on one. This infantry section also has a really tough retreat.
Keep your distance.
One Crusader gets picked off. Infantry section got wiped.
We have five
Double
command
flavor though,
points
working our way on the Royal Engineer. 80 gun will get destroyed. Marder now on the way.
Cut off. Re-establish a connection.
Challenger appears!
Damn, I think Reakly is toast.
But not secure! Case secure! Hayward wants it back! And it's on you for now!
We are losing grasp of a victory point.
Looks like a one Shrek is enough to zone out 2 Crusaders. By the way, the Shrekinger just have like a 100% hit rate or something like this in this game.
Your mothers would be proud, boys.
Resources liberated. Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Taylor Mine coming down, or
At
Reakly.
once. We shall have... The enemy has dropped to 300 points. The fight continues.
Reakly will now has to do some comeback gaming that I don't think will
Proximity
happen.
alarm near our capture point.
Double 8-rod doing some god works. Oh no, 8-rod and 250 combination, I'm sorry.
Territory sector lost.
8-rod will get picked. Oh! No, a little bit of dancing in the smoke.
Soldiers are falling in battle. Command points should be
Yeah, kids. This 8-rod should have not died though.
Service.
You know what this reminds me of? Early Code 3. Pact of Steel meta. Yeah, Reakly, you're dead. I mean, don't disrespect, but you are
shall
dead.
enable us to better ensnare the enemy.
Yeah.
Enemy is outmaneuvered and undone. Congratulations, Commandant.
Looks like Reakly got outfoxed there. Jesus, look at the KD. That was really, really well played. I tip my hat to you, Theo. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I was muted again. It's time for game number 2 between Theo and Reakly. And I think we have a treat in our hand. After the amazing game number 1 where Theo showed that 8-rods are not dead. They're still an amazing unit. And that overextending might be unhealthy for you. So let's see what we have up in our game number 2 on Twin Beaches. Theo as USF going for advanced infantry. With triple scout at the pioneer start. Are we going to see some artillery observer spam? Meanwhile, Reakly on the other side as Wehrmacht starting pretty standard grenadier and then probably an MG. Capping power should not be a big problem there for Theo. We have a back tech into, or not a back tech, but a tier 2 tech. Double damage. Nah, you know what they should add? They should add the machine gun steer at Osco 2, you know, where you just stack rate of fire.
Engineers on the field.
Or the infinity range Vickers also was fun. Only the OG kids remember those bugs. Alright, we have an MG on the way. So Theo is an MG spammer. You know, kids, and we don't like MG spammers. USF getting control of the hill.
Heavy machine gun has been requisitioned.
Smile. Full auto share, but yeah.
Waiting on you. Sturdy and do the job. Pretty squeak out that call.
Found the enemy line!
I don't
Initiating
think.
construction of the infantry support center.
I think Reakly is like a jack of all trades. I wouldn't say he's stronger with one faction than the other.
Taking crossfire!
I think he's really like, it depends on the patch which is the strongest faction for Reakly. Basically the faction that has the most Ooga Booga style. Meanwhile Theo, he's such a defensive player, so if the faction is strong defensive wise, he can play it well. Which is interesting considering deck is usually not considered to be a defensive faction, but you get the idea. Some good old minesweeping with the Pioneer. 50 kills repositioning. And we have him really early tech up by few, only one unit from the tier 2.
We're losing our capture point. Commander, IOC upgrades done.
But the scouts are holding their ground.
Right to you. We've lost control of a sector.
Need some recon?
Half track is already on the way. We have Veteran C1 on the way for Reakly. Didn't Reakly play much? To be fair, I'm a little bit out of touch with the current state of affairs. The last 2 or 3 weeks. Since I didn't have much fun playing the game, so I took a small break. MG gets forced off just due to the threat of its satchel.
M3 half track moving to the line.
We have a half track on the field. And a Zook squad on the way. Maybe he's also not happy with the current states of affairs. Oh, that's a vibe. But it's only a Pioneer, so...
Artillery observers available to
Here we go,
justify-
Artillery Observer has been
Infantry
unlocked
points
as
under
expected.
attack. We must act.
Are we going to see the PAX build order with infantry
Has fallen into enemy control.
and into like a lot of support weapons, into rangers, into war rangers?
Sounds like an MP-42.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
Toy grenade being thrown, gets dodged. We have another 30 cal on the way.
The enemy is territory out of supply. They've cut us off.
Yeah, we have Luftwaffe on the way. I think if Reakly goes for a Zook squad, that might be a huge misplay. Because I don't expect many vehicles from Theo.
We've lost a territory sector. HMG team deployed.
Second MG is on the field. We do have heal inside of the base.
No route too challenging. We're back to full strength.
Map control at the moment, advantage for Reakly. He's holding hill and one fuel on the beach side.
They pushed us off a sector.
I think officer quarters is still meta. We have... Oh, quad, interesting. Or not meta, but people still do it. I think
Territory lost.
maybe when Greyhound moves more back into the meta, you can do that. But currently, it feels against half tracks. It's so risky, right? Because half tracks have such a good timing, and then you delay your AT so much. It also kind of negates 2-1 play, cause 2-1 will then arrive just too late to do anything.
Get to cover! Task completed. What's next?
We have a Shrek out. We have support elements coming in.
Switching belts under fire!
Engaged at the front!
Third MG on the way from... Yeah, it's really standard MG spam. Nicely dodged the nade there, forces Reakly off the field.
A victory point is under enemy control now.
10-pointer getting decapped over there.
Make it quick and make it loud!
Heavy machine gun has been
More MGs
requisitioned.
are on the field. We have this thingy over here. I hate those boys. I hate these things. A lot of infantry on the field. The thing though, breakthrough was banned, right? So mech is an option. I would go mech. I think Stuckkallen with Obers would do a lot of damage over here. It's so funny that ambient fire also causes the slowdown. What? What matters, Armand? More Zook squads on the field.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
Do we have infantry train? Advanced logistics out? Nope.
They captured a victory point.
But I think we will see it soon.
Beginning improvements to our infantry logistics.
I would say it was pretty standard the first game. Reakly overextended and then got crushed by this. Here we go, advanced logistics on the way. Ah. It's called Beacon. Ah, Beacon. Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's late.
Advanced logistics will reduce the cost of reinforcing our forces.
Advanced logistics is in. Toy grenade does nothing. MG flanking an MG.
Initiating research.
I think Tritible is actually a nice addition. It outranges the MG, so it helps to deal with MG spam. Meanwhile, we have a Wirbelwind on the field.
We've been told where we're needed.
Rangers are available to take to the
I
field.
can't see. Comrade Wirbel will now do a lot of damage.
Research completed, Commander.
Zooks are coming over.
A munitions point is being attacked.
We have improved Zook rockets. But the Zooks need to connect though. And I think Reakly is a little bit too greedy. And I'm telling you, man, Reakly is so greedy. Once people figure out that you have to play defensive mines, like super defensive mines,
Sector gone.
Reakly will struggle a lot.
We're finished here. Contact! MG-42! Ground fire!
Jäger gets forced off.
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel point.
Find some damn cover!
Some good old minesweeper. That's... Come on, dude. You had even a sweeper and you put it away and that's why you hit the mine. Oh, no. That is something that should not happen. Meanwhile, map is turning more and more blue. Theo is holding hill and beachside, even though that's about to change. Threatible got decrewed thanks to the... Was it Beacon Artillery or was it Captain Dan's Artillery? Oh, no heal there.
Under our control.
Quad just annihilates the Grants, the Jaegers. Flak gets destroyed. Reakly is slowly falling apart there, how it looks like it.
The fuel point is being lost.
Second Wibble is on the way. Captain Mont, yeah. Double Zooks are coming around. MG, I think, has to go home. Zook's doing some decent damage there.
Commit. Defend
MG
our
will
victory
get
point.
decrewed.
We're losing it.
You ain't shit! You hear? Armor! Take your shot!
Victory point now under enemy control.
MG gets forced off.
Territory is being contested.
VP over there gets decapped.
A victory point is under attack.
MG denies,
Must act.
pushes forward. You can plant... Oh, I didn't knew that you can
have
plant
taken
80
our
mines
victory
with the
point.
Zook Squad if you get the upgrade. Tank depots on the way, so Theo will play some tier 4 gaming.
Area secure. Set up and stand by.
Theo has the bigger army, and you can really see the map control advantage due to that. That one no for the Zook Squad. Quad doing so much damage.
Commander, we should spend our munitions.
Oh, MG will go down, I think.
Krauts are securing our
But it
capture
will
point.
make it home. Zook Squads are zoning out the Wirbel.
The enemy have taken territory from us.
VP will now get decapped. Stolen MG42 is working away there. Gets the red pin, but decides to retreat afterwards. Triple cap is on the way.
We're losing a fuel
Not
point.
for long though.
Infantry assault.
But
will distract
obviously
the enemy.
mounting more VP
Defend our
bleed. Here we
victory
go.
point. We're losing it.
Anti-tank squad on the field!
NPC horde.
A victory point has fallen into
Or
enemy
rent the
control.
blob. Pick your poison how you wanna call those boys. But but we can all agree on one thing. They are motivated to run towards the front line.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point. 300 points remaining for the Germans. Victory point now under enemy control.
Here we go. They're pushing. But
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel point.
Observer has to go home.
You ain't shit! You hear?
Wirbel number 1 gets picked off, but this Wirbel might get the double wipe.
We have a surplus
But we have the
of
Tash on the way, the satchel. I'd directly just throw it in the towel.
Battle is ours. Stand down.
Damn. I think Reakly was bad. Theo showing off how good of a player he is.
We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support Meta Plays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out that link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.